clubhouse.
James is really ready. He's 5 already.
Oh, he's ready. He's SpongeBob ready.
Yeah.
But we are going to be seeing the bands come out here first. I would imagine we'll see a Maverick band coming out here, as Prod is just going to go and chat and full smirk goat.
I mean, they won the last match, and
trio.
he said it last time, so, you know, he said the same thing last match, and they won, so you got to repeat it.
Oh, yeah. 100%. So, yeah, I was right. It's going to be the Maverick band first off. I mean, that's just your common band for...
Yo, not the Dankberg goat.
Dankberg? Who is this now?
That's a throwback, man. We don't. The best way I could put it, that guy would kill me once and put it on YouTube every time.
Now, is this Xbox old, or is this PC old?
Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like an Xbox thing to do. You got to get your clips out there.
So, Capital and Maverick, those are 2 standard bands for Clubhouse. Maverick for the top floor, and then that's gonna make it really hard for you to open up that cash wall or that CC wall.
Yeah, you're gonna have to really be coordinated, like with somebody holding the other side of the server wall. So we are gonna see the Echo Band. I think there's been an Echo Band every game. Which, I mean, isn't surprising, but
especially with that blast buff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like with how these rounds have been going, where it's really coming down to like the last 20 to 30 seconds, and it's already like chaotic as hell. Like people are just running in and getting gunned. I think the Echo Band, like if you could just post somebody in a corner and have them deny plants, like it just makes that defensive hold so much better. So, especially with how like uncoordinated it seems like a lot of these teams are.
One thing we gotta point out too is that doesn't happen often. Club is Mira's not banned.
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
right.
So obviously there we go right off the bat. The Mira 6. I like that too because 2F from what I've been told recently is they like to roam very aggressively. So switching off the vigil is like a believable pick. I feel like that they think they're gonna roam.
Attackers need to locate.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think like there's even been a couple of games in like I don't know if it was Pro League or if it was one of the major fall runs, where somebody didn't ban Mira and whoever was on defense first didn't they went like 1 or 2 rounds without picking up the Mira, and it's just like if somebody's gonna grant you that type of utility usage on a map like this and you're not gonna take a hold of it, like you're just like throwing the match away.
You're trolling for sure.
Yeah.
Mira's because she's not played as much in Pro League, I feel like people forget how strong she really is. Mira can just completely change a whole map.
Yeah.
And her gun is a laser too, so it's easy to hit headshots with that gun. Like, people underestimate the ease of that gun.
Attackers
She's got so much utility. Like you have the C4
too.
Yeah, you have the C4. You've got the laser. You got the vector. You have the shotgun, which is like, I mean, having the ability to clear out a lot of rotates and not have to use like some other utility on that can kind of allow you to be a little bit more flexible. Yeah, gonna start here with the tunnel opening, which usually makes sense for a little bit of pressure, but other than that, I think everything looks pretty standard. We haven't seen a lot of Cade in these games today. Mainly, I don't know if it's just because people have not wanted to use it or what it's been, but I mean, there's definitely been sites in some of these maps where Cade could be useful, and we will see how.
Just map choice.
Yeah.
Like Consulate, for example, is not really like a strong map for Cade. Compared to Clubhouse, Cade is like the op to bring.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to, even for like the top floor in cash, it's easier just to Cade trick that wall, because you don't have to worry about, I mean, if there is a Capitao being brought, you don't have to worry about the Capitao firebolting you off, or even the Maverick taking out your feet while you're trying to make the trick. But looks like Butters will find the first kill onto Prophecy, so just picking up those main stairs, I believe, and taking out the Zofia. Actually, that might even be
Yeah, I don't know actually where he got that kill, looking at it now, because I mean, they have stair control.
I think it was floor host in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he rotated back over.
Yeah, so looks like they want to try to push Execration out of dirt, as some drones are going to start to come following through, as Carlito wants to try to push us out with Art. And it has the grenades in hand, so if they do get close enough, they could possibly get the grenade onto him, as Dot will take that flank off of Filthy. So making this even again, as it looks like the grenades are going to start to come through from Art, as might even try to bait out his teammate here, as it looks like Execration will fall off of that, hearing the pin get pulled.
I'm surprised that they have Carlito in this tunnel, because I don't know if they've gotten the kitchen hatch. I got the kitchen hatch. The bike, the upstairs bar hatch. I don't think they dropped the Cade off of it, so.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, it's still
yet.
there, so they don't have any pressure onto that Cade into Moto, and it's like, I don't know what they're doing.
I don't think they opened that, which is good for 2Faced.
Yeah.
What's the name? Butters in like a power position. If they try to push through that dirt door, drop kitchen hatch, he's got freebies because they didn't even open up the front door.
Yeah, he can play.
If Butters
so
gets the mark
aggressive.
on this guy, he's gonna stop the plan.
Creators actually get to stop it, and Dream will pick up a kill as well, as he's trying to go for more, as Prod will drop and try to go for the diffuser, but it's a clean out from 2Faced, as they win that round with somewhat ease towards the end.
That was a pretty sloppy push by Power Rangers. They had 2 people push through dirt, and I think the other 3 are on the kitchen hatch. They didn't even open up front door and hold that hallway control. So there was no crossfires for them to even pick people. All 2Factor did was play it safe and wait for them to push through a doorway or drop the hatch. So it was good play by 2Factor, but very sloppy by Power Rangers.
Yeah, there was no pressure on Butters. Like, they didn't open up the bar hatch, and they didn't even open up the main stairway, so he could play, like we saw, as aggressively as he wanted to into those holes. And they even, like, they were not clean on their utility usage. Like, they double C4'd the planter, and I don't know, it just didn't matter, because, like, they definitely should have thrown, I think, somebody else other than Carlito on that dirt push, because maybe even have him just run in there, drop the Thatcher, and then open up another site, or open up another hatch, because, I mean, if you were able to pressure Butters, I think that round becomes a lot harder, because he can't hold the cross with the Mira, but because they can double up on those angles, they just get the round for free.
Yeah. This is going to force them to go upstairs this time, so not choosing to bring that Cade, because, I mean, you really don't need it at this point, because there isn't a Capital or a Maverick, so the only way to stop this wall from being tricked would be by some grenades or even bucks or Sophia charges from below.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Yeah, they'll have to get control from below, because, I mean, I don't even know. You'd have to throw, like, a godly grenade to pressure Excretion off the wall there. But they look like they're going to play with like a little bit more dedication on the garage hold. They've burned at least 4 walls into there, so definitely gonna have creators and even potentially Filthy doubled up in the garage to hold that main door push.
Yeah, so it's going to be opening up the garage wall first here for Dot, as it's going to be wasting 1 exothermic charge, so this should make it easy for Execration. I mean, his main job here is to bandit trick this wall. I mean, you've already banned the Maverick and the Capital, so I mean, it'd be kind of a waste here to not successfully bandit trick this, as it doesn't look like a lot of pressure is going to get applied to him from elsewhere. I mean, he's got Filthy below to cover for anybody that's going to try to push him from there, and there's nobody even on the CC window, so this should be an easy bandit trick for Execration as long as he is able to hear everything that's happening around him. Looks like he will get 1 set of Havanas, and yeah, that's going to be a stall out right now from Power Rangers.
Yeah, they have to be really careful about how they do this. Yeah, I like this because they only have 1 thermite charge, so they have to double up. But
he's a beast.
Did he throw the thermite on an already banded wall?
I mean, Execration, I mean, his timing is just the best. I mean, I think he's wasted all of the Thatchers. Yeah, he has. And it looks like he's just going to pre-place those onto the wall now. So an excellent job bandit tricking by Execration, and the rest of his team is just cleaning up on those kills. It's going to be now a 2v5 for Dot and Carlito to try to win out this round, and I mean, make that a 1v5 now, as Filthy is the last one. So I mean, just a complete clean out from 2Faced.
Yeah, that utility usage from Execration, I think the bandit trick on the thermite was actually just like insanely good timing, or lucky, because I think he dropped it as Dot dropped his only thermite charge onto the wall, and then he was still able to get the Habanas. So honestly, just like insane utility usage there. And then Dot, I think that from the side of Power Rangers, they just kind of got a little bit disjointed because they burned a thermite on this garage wall and they had nobody pressuring the garage hold. They just kind of left it open, and then they all committed to this main wall in servers, and they weren't able to get anything. So Dot in the 1v5, like you said, kind of playing it safe. Maybe they're kind of talking things over.
They're just using the time to
Yeah,
communicate
it's like a
about
tactical
what
pause.
they can do the next round.
Yeah.
That's kind of more of like a basic thing. I feel like that time, like he just ran in there and literally just let him kill him. He could use that time to again just talk about what they can do.
Yeah, I definitely think that. Yeah, I definitely think that he was using it as a timeout. It's just I'm surprised that he didn't, unless they like had decided that hey we're good, we know we messed up. But yeah, I mean he had like 15 more seconds left plus the end around timer, so he could have used a little bit more time. But overall, just a really good defensive hold from 2Faced. I mean the bandit utility was actually insane. The value they got from that.
That was big plays from Execration to keep that wall off. But yeah, they will be going over to gym and bedroom now. So the third site here, the off site for 2Faced is, I mean, they've looked very strong so far on this match, only allowing 3 kills thus far from Power Rangers. Or 2 kills thus far.
Yeah, I think it was honestly both of their offensive attacks from Power Rangers just kind of looked disjointed. Like they ran into the dirt tunnel with the Thatcher and they didn't open up all those angles like we talked about already, and then they kind of just get unlucky. Like Execration just doing a huge amount of work there, and then everything just falls apart as they can't execute. I mean, you don't have the Maverick, you don't have the Capital, like you said.
5 seconds to
So
go.
now you have to find another way to execute on this site that really becomes two-dimensional. You either push in the garage or you push on those stairs or into construction. You got to pick your poison, because if you don't execute effectively, then you're just going to get picked apart like they did.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna try to take this control over from the construction side of things, or maybe even the CC, as it's kind of split from right now. But there's going to be the thermite. I assume he's going to be pushing that main wall. Yeah, definitely going to push the main wall. So they're going to try to pinch out, I guess, this defense from 2Faced, as they're going to be coming from both sides of the coin. Or maybe they'll just be prod here trying to hold off this rotate into CC from the anybody trying to sneak onto that CC window. So this could be a big play for him.
Yeah, they definitely, is this wall soft and they burn Habanas on it?
Yeah.
Pay attention. Let's get it.
About a minute into the round, they've got the attack starting to come out onto the pool wall, and they've got Prod watching the rotate into CC so that no one can peek this window.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the Habani is probably okay if they have a way to play around it, but I mean, honestly, what you could have used is Sophia. If that wall was soft, you could have opened up that wall a different way. It looks like Filthy's gonna find a second one, and now it's gonna be a 5-on-3 for the side of 2Faced. Is they're really looking to gain a lot of momentum here onto this defensive hold. So Doc gonna be out here on this balcony, on the jacuzzi balcony, and with a minute and 10 seconds left, they're kind of in a rough position because they don't have a lot of intel on where 2Faced is, and they don't have any of the tools that they need to pressure them out. The Sophia being dead is pretty rough. I don't know how many nades Art has left, but other than that, you're in a really rough spot.
Yeah, and now that Art has been downed off with nobody able to pick him back up, it's going to be left up to Dot and Prodigy here. Taking a peek from the main hallway here. That's going to be Filthy to find his second kill on the round. So it's definitely all up to Prod, unless he's able to go pick up his teammate of Art. But again, he's got people pushing him from multiple angles. It's going to be Execration to find, or actually, yeah, Execration to find the final kill as Creators downed Art. So 2Faced going on a tear thus far, up 3-0 against Power Rangers.
Yeah, I think with the amount of utility that's become available in this draft phase, or in the ban phase, like via the Maverick being gone and the Capita being banned, I think some of these executes they're much more complex, and how you have to effectively use your resources because you don't have some of those easier utilities to use. And I think that's definitely benefiting Excavation or 2Face overall. Like they're able to build up some momentum on this defensive side. They have a favorable ban system for them to start it off, and if you can really kind of get a good lead here, you can set yourself up strong, just like we saw Power Rangers do last round. I mean, they 6-0'd, and even though they like blundered a little bit on their switch or on their defensive pull, they didn't matter. They had so many rounds ahead of them, they only won.
Now, I would say that I think Clubhouse is a defensive-sided map. Guys, you can probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean that's what I would think. So this is, I guess, standard, but
Say it again. I'm sorry to hear you.
defensive, like Clubhouse being a defensive-sided map.
So for me, I think that varies depending team, but I would say in the general, yeah, it's probably a defender-sided map.
Especially with the Capital and the Maverick being banned, I think that definitely gives you a lot more freedom as a defender.
No, for sure.
I think that that's what I was saying. I think just like
I'd like to see different from this round from the Power Rangers. They need to actually take more control. They didn't even open Moto, I think, last round or last church take. So
no,
Butters was able to just play in the hallway. They didn't open the front door. So Butters has literally a whole what's the word? Like he has vision on the site completely, so they can't stop him. They put no pressure front door. He has all the freedom to move around. He was K-tricking Moto, so like maybe that's why they couldn't get it open. There was just poor droning. They didn't know he was K-tricking it. But if they do the same take here where they push 2 dirt and have 3 on kitchen hatch, they're just gonna lose again. They only have 2 entryways.
Yeah. And no roamers either from 2Faced.
Bomb located by attackers.
I think that with Clubhouse generally being defender-sided and the way that these bans have gone, like 2Faced is definitely benefiting a lot of how the ban system has gone. Getting the mirror up still, and then having the Cade on some of these defensive sites has really been useful to them. But yeah, it just looks like there's times where Power Rangers just isn't connected. They're not together, and they're just making plays that is then ending up costing them the rounds. Like you said, Butters was basically uncontested on that Moto hallway to kind of have free reign. And
same thing's happening here again. He's literally just sitting there in the hallway. The front door is not even open. They haven't touched Moto. I don't know why they're bringing Thermite and Habana if they don't plan on opening all these hatches. They're literally giving the defenders so much freedom to just run around. Filthy's sitting there in blue, and he could go flank kitchen hallway right now, or he could flank from bar and get a pig. They're taking literally no control of anything outside of kitchen. Prophecy's finally going to the main stairs. But again, they have to fight the Mira, and Butters has free reign to just sit there inside of Moto because it's not open. If they don't want to open that, they just need to give up the Habana or the Thermite and just play one of them and then anything else. But again, in general, this take just makes no sense because all they're doing is opening kitchen and opening dirt. And they're pushing through 2 ways, a hatch and a cave, or a dirt tunnel, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they're not putting any pressure on blue. They're not even really putting pressure on the hatches. I mean, they have that kitchen hatch open, but a lot of the resources other than the Thermite have been dedicated to pushing into this dirt tunnel. I mean, Carlito went down to another teammate they have to push, and then he can finish off by excretion. But yeah, it just looks like they're kind of lost almost.
Yeah, I would 100% agree. I mean, it looks like he's trying to find this angle, but with only 20 seconds left, this push has to come. And again, Filthy on this long angle is going to gun down Prod, and it looks like they're going to try to push down this main stairs. Art will find one, but gets immediately traded out by Butters, leaving it all up to Dot on the kitchen hatch. So, I mean, he would have to clutch out a 1v4 in 8 seconds, but he won't even get through one player, as Dream will kill him up through the hatch. A nice angle there from the smoke.
Yeah, it's just it looks super disjointed, and it's the way that they're executing these pushes doesn't make a lot of sense. Like you're sending one person at a time, and you're not double pressuring. Like if you want to send somebody down the main stairwell, push in somewhere else so that you're making somebody make a decision on what kind of gunfight they're taking. Don't run in one by one and then get killed by the mirror or traded off by the Maestro.
Yeah, it's
no, the takes that the Power Rangers are doing right now just doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they're bringing Thermite and Habana. My only guess is for the Habana is they're so, like terrified that it's just going to get impact tricks, so they're just forcing everything they can to get that hatch open. But again, it's just doesn't make sense. Like even if you take that dirt control and you only push from that area and kitchen, it's irrelevant because the defenders can sit in blue and hold dirt. You have the hallway to watch dirt and kitchen hatch. You have church to watch the kitchen hatch. Like, the defenders just have so much room to move around and play, while they're only giving themselves 2 options to push.
Yeah, it's looking like they're super worried about that. Like, I think you're 100% right. They're doubling up on the hard breach, and I mean, to what we've seen, 2Faced has really just given up the kitchen hatch. Like, they're not trying to impact trick it. At least if they are, they're not trying to do it. They're not doing it successfully. And both rounds, they've gotten the kitchen hatch open, but it just doesn't matter because they're just funneling into kitchen hatch and they're funneling into dirt tunnel. They're just getting mowed down by all the utility and the lines of sight that 2Faced is able to hold.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel, basically, for 2Faced. They just keep dropping through the hatch or pushing themselves through a single hallway in dirt tunnel. Like this guy said, like their pushes don't really make much sense, especially since they're bringing the double hard destructor and not even using all of the utility. I mean, they're definitely going to be using it again here, so we'll have to see if Execration is the best bandit tricker NA, and if he's able to successfully trick this off. He will get 1 set of Hibana pellets, but will he get the other one? Yeah, he actually gets it as it was kind of mixed up there, and he's actually going to be picking up some of those batteries and be placing.
This is just poor play again by the Power Rangers. They have a Zofia and they have a Buck, and they're not even trying to either soft grenade the bandit or just
they're all on this rappel. Like, where's
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I think Carlito's moving over right now to try and do that, but again, it's just like a ton of wasted utility. They use 2 Hibanas and Execration Bandit Trick both of them, whereas they could have used those bandits or those Hibanas on the garage and had presence in the garage as well rather than just the platform. It's a good pick by Art.
I don't know what Butters was doing, but
I don't even know if they have any Thatchers left. I think they might have one, but
nope.
No, they've got none left. They burned all of their Thatchers, didn't get anything open, and only tried to use the Hibanas. And now they're stuck here, and Execration has another bandit. He's gonna be able to drop it, and it's a game of cat and mouse right here. It's 2 commits.
What is happening? They'll finally kill him, but all the thermite and all the Hibanas have been wasted. So, I mean, you got your kill, but you're not gonna be able to open up the wall. I guess. Oh no, I guess Prod has 1 set of pellets left, so they will be able to open up a prone hole on that wall. So
I think Dot still has a thermite left too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't. No, he doesn't.
Did they both get tricked?
yes,
I think so.
So Execration, like, regardless that he's dead now, he did really well. He got rid of 2 thermite charges and I think 2 Hibana charges as well.
He burned single-handedly like 2 minutes.
Yeah, Execration did great.
Yeah, Execration definitely was the hero of that round, but they lost the round because the rest of his team just wasn't able to win their gunfights. And
I mean, yeah, it was just like the rest of his team should just let the man do his work. Like, he's over there and he's busting his ass. Like, he single-handedly denied 1:30 to 2 minutes of push from the side of Power Rangers, and his team is getting picked. Like, Butters is just running in front of Art, like you said, and getting picked off on that window when he knew it was open. And he's not offering any support to Execration. So it's like, why even peek it? Like, this man has basically won you the round because I'm sure Power Rangers is going to be frustrated. They're not going to be able to effectively push onto the site the way they want to, and they have essentially a minute to set up their take when they've dedicated all their resources to something else. And it's like, if 2Faced would have played that more reserved like they have in the past rounds, like that was honestly a round where they were chasing kills, and in the past they haven't done that, but I think it honestly lost them the round.
Yeah, I think Execration set them up to to win the round, but everyone just started getting picked, so they kind of fell short right there. Execration, after getting, I think, the 2 Hibana pellets and then a thermite charge, he could have given it up. He didn't need to keep going, and then he got naded because of that. But regardless, he still did a good job bandit tricking. It was very sloppy by Power Rangers letting him do that though.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. They're not able to get the timings down on the execution, and they're not using their utility. Like, we literally saw the Zofia sitting there waiting for them to open up the wall, and she could have been assisting them and concussioning him out of the bandit trick, at least. But she was just sitting on the rappel, kind of watching them, and I don't really know what was going on.
yeah, I don't know. They've got to figure something out with this push. It looks like they're gonna be. I mean, I would hope that they're going to be putting Art onto this window and trying to nade out this bandit. Because there's no way that they can let Execration do what he's done on this bandit for 3 times in a row on the same site. Like he's tricking me so perfectly that he's not even losing any to the Thatcher. So it looks like, oh no, actually I think the Thatcher was just to get rid of the ADSs. So they're gonna start to burn a little bit of utility here, but there's still nobody in a position here to kill him out. I guess Carlito can stun him with this lifeline, so possibly look to see that happen.
I don't know what they're doing. Like Carlito could be over there on the drone hole, concussioning him out of these, or doing something other than just looking at the rappel wall. Like I don't know what he's doing, but you have 1 minute and 10 seconds gone in the round, and you're staring at a wall as your team's trying to execute onto this site. Like, I just don't get it. Butters is actually gonna find the frag onto Art, so that frag going the other way now is actually huge for the side of 2Faced, because I think that was kind of the snowball that we started last round.
Yeah, they have a Zofia, so Carlito's doing it, but I think his timing is off on it. I think he just used them both. I don't think Dot was ready. So they're having a really hard time getting this platform all open.
Yeah, give me the Benny Hill music and a montage of them trying to open this wall, because this is a disaster.
Yeah, like Execration deserves a lot of credit for like denying this wall as he's done. But again, it's just aggressive peeks from 2Faced. That's going to be Butters. That's an ill-advised kill for Carlito, as it's going to be the Bandit to peek him as well. He will deal a little bit more damage, as the Nitro Cell will get wasted out by Execration. So a little bit of a waste of utility there. I mean, they have the main advantage and the time. They just really need to play this for their life, as the flashbangs are going to start to come through, and it looks like they want to start to make this push happen onto construction. So they still have some utility to open up this wall, but again, it looks like Execration has moved. It's going to be Filthy with a kill from below inside of bar. Nice angle there through the hatch to take down Prophecy, as the last exothermic charge will come out. Will it be getting Bandit tricked? No, it's actually going to get shot out by Filthy. What a play from below, as it's going to be Carlito to get a frag, but Creators will trade it out, as it's just going to be a run into sight here for Dot and for Prod. Go for the kill onto Dream, but that shotgun just too powerful.
Dream actually just sniped that guy with the shot.
Oh,
what the hell was that?
That was crazy. That was a Bosco shotgun right there. That guy just sniped him.
He was at the other end of the hallway and he killed him. But yeah, Creator's gonna pick up the last one on the Rod, or on the Dot, and it's just, I mean, that round was so much more close than it needed to be, and it's like, I don't know if it's 2Faced like thinking they can really take advantage of Power Rangers because of how disjointed they feel, but it's like, if you look at those first couple of rounds, they were like super passive. They were holding their angles, like they weren't overcommitting to anything. It was really like the bane of Power Rangers' existence, because they couldn't do anything. They were bad at their utility usage, and they had to push into these people that were being passive on their angles. But then like 2Faced in the last 2 rounds just playing over aggressive. But it doesn't matter, because of the work that Execration has done and some of the refrags that they had found. I mean, I think it was Filthy on the Mozzie destroying that thermite charge, so they just have to kind of run it down into the cash room. That round just screams like not coordinated, but I don't know. We'll see if Power Rangers can turn it around, because this really isn't how they looked as bad last game.
Yeah. All right. Well, now we get to find out. It was just a super defender sided thing. We're gonna find out.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot on Art now. Like you got to really perform because of how good Execration has looked.
Yeah, Execration was bullying them, but at the same time, like Power Rangers were like clueless on how to get that guy out of there.
Yeah, I mean, it was like they had the utility. Like they brought the buck. They never tried to get pressure from that stockroom below. They never tried to utilize the Sophia effectively on either side. Like I think Carlito just, like you said, wasted the 2 concussion charges that he had. And he didn't time them correctly, and it was just like they were throwing their utility at a wall, and you're not gonna work like that when you have a team that's playing coordinated like 2Faced was.
Knock knock.
We'll see.
Looks like they're gonna go for that same attack. I mean, that makes sense. They're gonna be opening up the garage angle first, which without a Capitao, I mean, that's really just to cut the rotate, like the jump over from that window, I'd say. But I mean, Prod is still going to be playing hard inside of the bottom garage, as they've got 2 players here. So it's going to be Prod as well as Prophecy. So hopefully they're able to figure out how to open up this door here, or open up this wall, as it's going to be up to Art here to try to get this down. He will get the first exothermic charge from Dream, so successful there, as it looks like Filthy is going to be going from the opposite side of things. He'll try to take control of construction by himself, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely. Like, they used the Hibana charge in the garage, and the same thing happened for Power Rangers. The first round they attacked this upstairs hold.
I walked away for a second. Are these guys trolling and not trying to, use the Sophias either?
No, well, they tried, but Execration or Art got one exothermic charge, and so they just decided to dip out.
Yeah. So they didn't time it right again. Both teams are struggling to do the timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wasted, or they threw a Hibana charge onto the garage, but I don't think they have anybody to hold that angle to prevent the garage rotation. It's the same thing that Power Rangers did the first round, where they wasted a thermite charge in the garage and they didn't utilize it. But Art is going to have to hold this bandit charge here again as they go to push on the construction. He's going to get the right side, but he's going to get the left side in time. I think he got it, and they actually end up utilizing that split from Art, and he doesn't get the other one. Philly's going to find one under Carlito, and now they have two of these holes open in the wall, and they're really going to be able to pressure as Filthy pushes up here with 45 seconds left.
That was really smart by 2Faced. They made it look like they're doing a full rotate so they get the platform open, which caused Art to get off the platform wall and go over to connected. Yeah. So that was really good play by 2Factor, or not 2Factor, you said 2Factor, man, 2Faced.
Oh, that's a weird Hibana hole. That didn't open up the wall.
You get hit with the Ubi special where the Hibana glitches, and now you have to make something happen. So, see what 2Factor, 2Faced does here. Alright, good plays by 2Faced, not 2Factor, 2Faced. Make it look like doing a full rotate to get that platform wall open, and then just flooding the site, playing trades and killing everybody, jumping them.
You just can't get Factor out of your head. Factor go.
Bro, Factor's just so, just good looking,
Oh yeah, sexy. One sexy.
Yeah, that split time between construction and the server wall was that was definitely a play that I would have liked to see Power Rangers make, because I think that they were able to make Art go and commit to one side, because he's not going to be able to be at both, and you have enough factors left that you can still prevent him from bandit tricking something. So a good adaptation there from 2Faced, but yeah, we will see if they're able to take the map here. I mean, I think that they're adapting really well as they approach a site, and I don't know. They got Ubisoft there, and they still won the round. That Hibana hole was some dog shit.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So Execration dropped the Jackal for a Twitch, and then, I don't know, they're going back to the same side on match point. I feel like on match point you should try going, if this is your best site, then by all means go back to it, but if not here, I would try going downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, they have the mirror is not banned. We talked about this, and she's shown the power that she can have on a church hold, and they decide to go up here again, and it's you have a crutch essentially, where if you can execute it correctly with the mirror, then you can basically win that defensive hold. But they're going to test it again here, and I mean, if they lose it here, it's realistically because kind of their own ignorance. If you're gonna lose it, don't lose it on the same side twice. At least try to adapt. Go down swinging. But yeah, the Execration on the Twitch instead of the Jackal. I don't really think that he was in a position to jackal anybody last round. I wasn't looking for the change, honestly, but
I think the Jackal was picked that round because they assumed they were gonna go downstairs first and probably do a roam.
Right, yeah.
Clear.
It looks like they're trying to deny the impact trick, but it looked as though Prod was able to successfully get 2 sets of the Hibana pellets, or at least one there. So Filthy is going to be left with one less set than originally. So a nice trick there by Prod.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they go for the same type of thing where they try to take construction and then open up this server wall and pressure Art to really make it.
There's no way these guys are doing this again, man. Open the window. Drop the Twitch, bring some nades, chuck a nade at that guy, get the bandit wall, get the platform open. That's literally that simple.
It's just
both these teams, I don't know, they gotta go over dry runs and practice throwing a soft nade from that master balcony or something, because they're making us look really bad.
Yeah, they're making this look way more difficult than it needs to be. Like, and they have the utility. Like, yeah, there's no Maverick and there's no Capital, but like, I mean, you have the Thatcher, you've got the double hard breach, like, and you showed how you could do it last round. Like, they split their push, and if they do that again, then they could easily get into this site. But if they're just gonna keep throwing utility at this wall, then they're gonna lose it.
Yeah, no, it's actually it's kind of crazy seeing how bad these two teams are struggling to get this wall open. I understand Capital is banned, but there's multiple other ways that you can do this.
Yeah.
Especially since there's no castle being brought either.
Again, I don't know why they're bringing Twitch over grenades.
Yeah, you would definitely think that the secondary set of grenades would be super useful.
My guess is they were just either going to try to Twitch drone the bandit charges, or it's just like a comfort pick. But the grenades here would make this 10 times easier if you don't want to Zofia. Just do the ADS and chuck a soft nade.
Yeah, so...
Again, the UB special here with the glitch Tabana. Or, I don't know.
Nah,
Actually,
he
impacted it,
yeah.
Oh, okay, he impacted that.
But either way, with about 30 seconds left, nobody has yet to get into an engagement yet, so it's going to have to be a complete and all-out bloodbath here. There's still Nitro Cells on the board, but it looks like someone's going to rotate up the main stairs. It's Butters to get a kill. He's going to fall back down as it's going to be a complete smoke out here. Prod and Prophecy and Filthy all get kills. It's a 3v3 now, and I'm not even sure what's going on. It's going to be Prod on the main stairs, but Creators gets a kill. It's all up to Filthy now on the Hibana. He will find Prod, but with 5 seconds left and no diffuser in hand. Actually, he does have the diffuser in hand, but it's going to be Prophecy holding far back. Filthy won't even go for the plant. That's going to be another round on the board for Power Rangers.
Butters got a knife kill there. I think he just sprinted up the main stairs at the Maestro and knifed him.
I think he downed him and then knifed him.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because I mean that was chaos. Like 30 seconds left, and you have a 5-on-5 is an absolute like bloodbath. Like you said, it's all hell's gonna break loose because there was a bunch of utility left, and I mean we saw that. I think 2Faced just they didn't get any pressure anywhere. Like they were not able to burn out any utility from the defensive side, and then I mean you could just throw the smokes, you can throw the C4s, you have all of the Legion mines down, like. You're running into hell on that push, and now we're gonna see potentially a 6-pick on the Monte. No,
I'm excited to see how 2Faced does I can't English. I'm excited to see their take because what we saw from Power Rangers was really sloppy and it didn't really make much sense. I'm hoping to see from 2Faced a more clean take. They didn't bring Mira yet. I mean, Mira's not like a super that strong on the downstairs in my opinion. It's just like the other sites, but regardless, she's good. Yeah. I think they're just kind of thinking like they're probably used to Mira being banned because it normally is, so they're trying not to like force it.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. It's just I mean when you saw how strong it was when it was utilized by 2Faced on that main stairs hold where they sent 2 people to contest it and they just got mowed down. I would think that maybe you'd want to try it, but you're right. It does seem like Power Rangers is definitely playing for more comfort picks with some of their operator picks, even on their offensive side. So maybe they're just saying screw it, and if they lose because they didn't pick Mira, then you know what, it sucks.
Prod just hit 2Faced with the Jarvis special spawn kill on the drones.
Bro, that was crazy. I saw that shit.
Jarvis is so good at that. I hate it.
Spawn killing. He's got the spawn kills down, but
Jarvis most certainly does.
Oh yeah. It looks like they're not going to be any roamers on the side of Power Rangers, so this should be a fairly easy roam clear, assuming that 2Faced had the drones in place pre-spawn, which it looks like Execration may have inside of Strip, so he'll be able to clear that out for his team as they also clear out these main steps.
I like the operator choice too, coming from 2Faced. The only thing I feel like they could use is some smoke grenades, but they're going with what they can. Capital's banned, so they're probably just bringing Zofia to do it. I assume they would bring the Buck because Kitchen. Most teams I feel like do Kitchen takes.
I'm definitely interested to see how if they hold this bar hatch more, or if they even push down blue, because I think that was like. On the Power Rangers push, like they applied no pressure to blue. Like they just let it be and they let 2Faced play in there. But it does look like Butters is gonna at least has drum to maybe push down there with the Zofia. So I'm definitely interested to see how he's gonna take this because I think that this is a kind of a key factor in how they hold this site.
Filthy still has 3 Hibana charges. Can you check Dream? Let's see what Dream, if he's used his. Okay, so he has 1 Thermite charge left, and Filthy still has 3 Hibana charges left. So, I don't know. My guess is they're trying to take Church, and they're going to use the Thermite to bait off impacts and Hibana the rest. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
I don't think they opened Kitchen Hatch. I think they opened Bar.
What Filthy could do now, if Filthy has another Hibana charge, he can go open whatever hatch he didn't open. And that's even more pressure for the defenders. Oh, those are nice 2 picks by Dream.
Yeah, those are 2
Dream might have just won them the round.
And so
depending where Execration is, if Execration just holds the crossfire, they won this round. Yeah, Dot's not in a good spot.
Yeah, he's got the fuck aggressing on him, and it's actually going to be a wall bang from Execration.
That was a much more clean and smooth take by 2Faced than what we saw from Power Rangers. Power Rangers needs to watch the spot back and, you know, just learn how to get that platform wall open, because that was rough.
Yeah,
and
that was...
Redo that attack take that you guys have on downstairs, because just trying to push through 2 entryways and not controlling anything else on the map's not going to work.
Yeah, it was... I mean, it was so, like, speedy. They opened up the bar hatch, they dropped in the moto, they opened up the church wall, and they just were in the site. Like, it was... They didn't even need kitchen control. They really didn't have any pushing coming into blue until it was later, and they didn't even have anybody pushing tunnels. So it was just a kind of a 2-pronged execute, and they just wiped the floor with Power Rangers.
Yeah, definitely some work.